been a bit of real time since the last I crabbed. Oh, patches have happened. Yeah. Yeah. Quality of life. Gradually clawing its way upward. Just a little bit at a time. We move forward. Now, of course, I still need to look at the havens in order to check prices. But knowing if they even have what I want class-wise. Yeah. Yes, if I had slightly more hex. Yes, we left off. We have an abundance of food to trade with. We have almost 2 full teams. B team has proven itself vaguely capable. Stealth Berserker. Yeah, that was a plan. Yeah, so Team B is hanging out at home base. We also have that infiltrator to tag in. We have a fair number of bodies to work with right now. We have a couple of reservists on the rolls. Nothing is stealthier than a crab. Perfect assassin. There's an active Pandoran hive here in Madagascar. Right, I want to give that a full 8-person team. And we are still on the lookout for, like... Oh yeah, we have a Euro base. But we have an Arctic base which can serve Europe. Meaning we have our hook to fly into the Americas. Now let's see what was in our bases. Main base, doing main base stuff. The fridge works. We did do some captures. We've done some vivisections. We have our healthy food surplus. We can power on. Charlie here is our north base. No, Phoenix Forward Command. Where's Charlie? Which base is Charles? Middle Russia. Step base. Yes, we have that. Kind of cover the north. Just be sure about minimum stuff here. Yeah, living quarters and med bay are the basics. As long as I have those, I can station troops somewhere and have them do the good work. Can I just rename my bases? No? No. Confusing and disappointing. Yes, this will have its basics up in a moment. And then I just have a lot of raw space to work with across all of these bases. Probably use more research. Don't feel like I've needed more manufacturing yet. Laboratories, though, we have an extensive research backlog of stuff to learn about. What is goo? We just don't know. How could anyone know? Alright, so I'll have A team investigate that blip. This will provide some time for members of B team to recover a bit from their wounds. Oh yeah, the problem with the fridge was fixed. That was confirmed before this playthrough even started. That was the requirement for this playthrough to begin. If I'm gonna scan here again, it would be down at, like, that blip. Or, yeah, this blip would cover the rest of South Africa. And then further scans would just need to cover the Sahara. That's the remaining gap in our information there. Use some blips in Russia. Probably 2 would cover the rest of that gap. 3 blips to cover Australia and New Zealand. And I guess this is also one of the routes we could use to reach Antarctica. There are syndicates in Antarctica.
Construction complete.
Crab of ice. Hog tube. Long pig. Fascinating. Terrifying. Nature is ominous. Okay, so let me leave Stealth Berserker behind at that base. You relax, finish recovering from your injuries. Yeah, Pyroi, sleeves, and privacy concern would all be fine contributors to the front line here. And with the loot I can get out of that hive, I could then, like, swing over here and recruit this assault. And what is that? Oh, that's a vehicle, right. That is the Jeep icon.
Research complete.
Suppose I should build a biolab. Well, yeah, a cyborg lab. So, night vision, silenced attacks, and the usual augment stuff of can't be bled or poisoned or virused on that part, but vulnerable to acid. And this provides armor and extra stealth. This head is quieter than normal. Shadow step on a pair of legs, okay. Alright. Alright. Spend some accuracy to become stealthy and fast, and immune to Overwatch. Hello. Maybe we were just working on that Stealth Berserker. Although the Stealth Berserker already has stumpy legs. Unless you can remove the mutant legs and replace them with cyborg legs? Who knows? Vengeance Torso gives melee weapon proficiency and reduces the action cost of melee attack. Hey, Stealth Berserker. Stealth Berserker? Berserker! Have we found the solution to Berserker? And EMP grenade. Nice.
Good move, Phoenix Project. You think you can beat us at our own game? Tobias West fought the same way, and look at him now, trembling behind his walls and adjutants, terrified of every sound in the dark. You'll be like that soon, and you'll never know when that sound turns out to be us.
Beep.
Beep.
Indeed. Would they have time to go shopping? Think so. I can fly over here, buy some hexagons.
Research complete.
We have learned of goo. Oh, and a top-level menu to immediately trade. Yes, the quality of life continues. Bit by bit. Yeah, much better. And yeah, I can just go for all of this at once. Giver. Yeah, the timelines should roughly correspond for them to meet up there. You're never on break from goo. That occurs to me just in the text of that goo research. Hey, is there any... Well, it was going to end up in the encyclopedia. Okay, yeah, just one, it is biogoo, that's meat. However, it does not survive long. Goo oxygenates quickly and eventually breaks down, as is known. And there is no form of goo in any of our other categories here. Good to know. Yeah, we got this thing. All of the data is here. Go ahead and mouse over all of these. If you're willing to pause and catch individual frames, you can read all of this lore. Yeah, it, like, makes sense to me. That goo could be, like, usable as a construction material in damp caverns. Preferred habitat of crab. Do not start yet. This button could stand to be bigger. Make it more clear that this is not mandatory when you have touched a place where a mission is, usually. Because it is as designed that you can just wait. Hmm. That's right down the road, though. I will put out this fire. Folks can go over and grab your recruit.
Scan complete.
And we will reconvene to attack the nest.
Research complete.
20% arthropod, 15% Coleoptera, 10% human, the Chiron, 55% mystery meat. Hit it in the face. And yeah, we did capture one, so let me vivisect that. %, human, 90% beef. Powerful adversary. 5 points of enemy strength. Yeah, no SP to spend. Everyone was all bought up on that. Yeah, we got Blade Mistake, Shotgun Sniper, from Cannon Sniper. Usual assaults, just straightforward vanilla assault. Heavy with the sword and grenades. And the taser. Be on the lookout for more live captures. What was your... You don't have any bonus competencies. You have boosted healing. You should have your medkit out and ready in your hand. And carry a spare. Tablorius will save lives. Probably? Probably. This is a doctor. Because of the way the mechanics work, it counts the shotgun ammo in individual pellets rather than in shells. Using the thief bonus to make a stealth heavy. That's thinking. And I suppose now with the underlying skeleton starting to mature a bit of the game, and with a bigger sample of its moving parts. So with hybrid classes and the fact that you unlock more classes by allying with a faction, we get settled in here, dropped right in the middle of Shantytown. There are civilians to protect somewhere.
Doing it.
Yeah, so what works out from that is you do have some flexibility in how you load out your squad. Especially after the experience tweaks that they did. Because a trooper only has to survive some number of missions in their base class before you can cross-class them into whatever you really want at that moment. You're never shut off from whatever group composition you feel like you need for your playstyle. Just slightly inconvenienced. There I would be able to see, like, there and there. Wherever they are, it's not in these streets. Could be in there. Yeah, at this time, I believe this is still Epic Store exclusive. We'll be closing in on the 1-year mark at some point, at which point the gates open. Alright, it's also on Game Pass. So it's not completely locked down anymore. Crab sighted. What kind of loadout do we got here? Snips and acid grenades? No, regular grenades. And almost no body armor. Excellent. Hey, crab. Hey, soft shell crab. Interesting plan. And you have a pistol and a Dracularm. And no real utility items. I think I've already caught a Triton. I probably should have just gone for the sword. This also works, though.
All set.
What's our plan? Acquiring target.
Yeah, what do your options look like for attacks? Imperfect, but still quite good. Yeah, let's go in. Spicy.
Here.
A surprise second crab. Which, yes, I know I have. Yeah, Magmarashi can sprint out into here. Finish off that crab. This area will be tenuously safe. And the snipers will suppress that crab and probably just finish off that Triton real quick.
Moving to coordinates. Advancing.
Ah, a local. Good day. Remain calm.
That's
We are the crab removers. This is a very bad place to stand. I will not end the turn standing here.
hostile spotted.
Okay, good. That's just you reacquiring that one. No, that is you, in fact, spotting that one. Interesting times.
On the move.
Do I trust you to remove... If I can quick fire from point blank into those barrels. Yeah. And just be sure, yeah. 1, 2, 3. This kills the crab. This kills the crab.
Moving out.
Alright, so the one bad position I wound up with is there. Got another Triton. You might look grenade me since you know where these lads are. Or not. I think, have they added more songs then? You're getting snipped. Brutal. But this kills the crab. This is a bit loud. I like it, but it is very loud. Stay safe. Alright, hold on. Yeah, I think I had the music volume turned down a bit before. That must have been reset. Ocean sounds. Crab noises. Got 3 of them up here. You need to punish that Triton. But you're also kind of exposed. The accuracy look on the quite big. How about a quick aim?
Let's just get this over with.
Cut off your gun arm. Or break your leg, that works too.
Have to focus.
Only 1 pellet needs to land. Yeah, now you start booking it out of there. Just be anywhere but in that soup. Under no circumstances should you be at soup. Get these nerds locked down.
Right there.
So, quick zap. That has now been knocked out. And I have 2 targets for 2 assaults.
Moving to coordinates. Taking aim. Hostile wounded.
Let's do this.
Hammer. Good to see. Doesn't quite work out at this range to try and go for the 2-for-1. But have the residual movement left to just punch you. Perfect. Perfect. Everyone's safe. One wounded, no one dead. Fine year for Orb. Yeah, reputation boost, payout, virus rounds, shotgun shells, hammers, and some pants. Okay, I guess those messages stack back on again because patch differences between the save file and reloading. That's the kind of weirdness that will happen from time to time. So that hive, into which I won't be bringing Blade Mistake. Brave as they are, but that's fine. I'm bringing both buses together for this. All aboard. Our first haver of beam rifle. Citizen Blitz Crawdad. And let's see, what are your quirks? Quarterback, Reckless, and Thief. Football. Football. Perhaps. What if? Football. Alright, we're working on some nerve pistols, and I always need more grenades. Alright, let's do this. So, team of... Definitely Crumb, definitely System. Definitely Racian. Yeah, these 5, and then let's see, who are my 3 best out of Reservoir Craft? Sleeve. Hotshot. Privacy Concerns hasn't had a chance to level up at all. They'd be showing up almost purely just as the Virus Rifle and as a, yeah, Health Mule. They can scream. Screaming is useful. Screams will help. And yeah, they're good. They have to get their XP somewhere. I think that's the crew for this. Yep, time for tier 2. Time for spawnery. Time for vast open fields of meat. We have another evac point all the way over here, and we can see the spawnery immediately. Oh man, this could go very cleanly. Oh, that's helpful. I don't think that tooltip was there before. So what angle do I have? Or do I just automatically get to know where it is because it's very large? That could also be the case. You may just, out of a sense of fairness, have a sixth sense for where the spawnery is. There's a screaming tree. Which, I suppose also, if I mouse over... Yeah. Nice. So this is a handsome looking piece of terrain. I'm not sure that... If it was already in, I didn't see any of them before. Little shell hut thing. Looks good. I can get over here. Don't have a direct bridge here. My bridge to the other side of the map is through here. I gotta like move up, capture this hut, and then hop over through here. But my jets can try to leap forward and seize this platform. If it's vacant, then they have an opportunity to just get the drop on the hive, and that'll end it. So...
set.
If we are ready for football, I can bash my way through any solid obstacle. Destroying this chunk might work to give me a shortcut. It's like you can step diagonally, like through there. I think that's my approach. I just pop this open. Not yet. Still possibly this square, and then that square, and then that would be my point of contact. Could still be possible. We'll send people this way first.
No rest for the wicked.
The tree is upset. And there's some artillery just behind this wall. There's some artillery where I can reach it. Where I can immediately get up in its business. What do you got? Goo launcher, you're harmless. The ritual by which to invite this to use the goo to trap me somewhere very perilous, at the mercy of everything else, but that can't directly hurt me. And it means other Chiron in the area are probably also goo.
On the move.
And thus harmless. Yeah, it's not a worm launcher. It doesn't launch brain parasites. It's fine. And I can get to work.
How does that taste?
Heading out.
Anyone in here?
Enemy in visual range.
Hello. And there's the sound of something further inside the hut.
Ready to fire.
You should probably just bug out of there entirely. You brought in some valuable intel. Just get safe. Yeah, machine gun and acid launcher. 18 speed. Now I can know that. With the tooltip. And so just like vaguely eyeballing it, that's like... Yeah, movement out to here. Well, I could more directly compare. What's the speed of one of my own units? Yeah, similarly fast to my own, but also so like that's enough movement to step out here and fire on anyone out in this vicinity. Unless I just go ahead and remedy that real quick.
Pushing on.
Many crab await here in the center. Yes, the assets I have left are right. So I have sniper, heavy, and virus. And I'd love to use my snipers to just be taking bites out of the core. But that might not always be possible. Oh, and you have the speed legs. You're insulated
Ready to
against
engage.
goo.
Target hit.
I'm ready.
If any more of those
keep my eyes
crab
open.
come pouring out of this coral, we get them. And you were preparing to scream. Consider. Don't. Grouping up is a very bad idea, with so many grenade launchers out there. That's a start. We can drain the willpower out of that tree, it can't hurt anyone. The crab do maintain their astounding habit for stopping just short of Overwatch. It's concerning. Only light injuries so far. Reassuring, though. That's a healthy orb.
5 by 5.
Surprised that this didn't bother launching. That's weird. I haven't had a chance to spend much willpower yet, so we tanked that scream mostly. I should try to get Sleeves a kill. Good thinking.
All set.
What's our plan?
I'm here.
If you sprint on up into whatever sound we're picking up from this cave didn't move. It's nothing. It's a phantom noise. Although, hey, new friend. Well, old friend, back at it again. Morale damage that we've dealt just by causing harm. That's right, it's Siren.
Identifying target.
That good camera jag. Alright, but you noted here, the UI is claiming that this will not give any reaction fire. Note the crab icon without the little U-turn indicator on it. See him face. True. Good stuff. That Siren, which hypothetically the virus rifle is a counter to the Siren. I can just get it over there. How heavily armored is this Siren? 20 across most of its body. Maybe I just hadn't alerted that yet.
Moving out.
Well... Oh, sorry, what do I have in screaming range? Just the tree.
What's our move? Let's go. All set. Moving to coordinates.
I was hoping to maybe scam up enough willpower to get you a dash out of there, but this should be good enough. Since, alright, to do the mind control, it will have to come out here, to either over here or out here. If it comes out here, it's getting a machine gun to the face. If it comes over here, it's still exposed. And so it grabbing someone's brain isn't a problem, because I'll be in position to follow up and take it out immediately. With minimal hassle. We'll relocate you to somewhere safer. First, keep working on that creamy shell. Or no, 3,000 health. No, we're not doing anything decisive to it from out here. That's just too much meat. Waste of a quick fire. Sometimes that's just how it goes, though. Cannon, though. Shred all the armor off the roots. and get you into any kind of protection. Join this kill zone.
What's our plan?
Doing it.
What's in the way of this grenade? Just the cover itself? Stand up. Okay, second attempt at this. It could work.
I'll keep my eyes open.
That will cause some panics. And now we've alerted the goop. The goop was previously inert. Sirens on the move. Good enough. Oh wait, that's a change then. Letting them move immediately after being mind controlled? Or that was me losing all of my turn. Well, no, because this move happened first. Hold up. There's a number attached to that. Okay, a reminder of the upkeep that the siren is paying for that mind control.
Receiving loud and clear. Taking action. Acquiring target.
Take the armor off. Goop noises.
I'm ready.
Slime sounds. What do you mean not enough? Oh, you panicked and are in the goo. You did not panic. You have maintained discipline in the face of goop.
Here we go. Here.
And we have you and you left able to act. Good stuff. And the pillar is bleeding, so eventually it will be knocked out. No matter what.
Doing it.
Let's get some intel. What else is on the floor? The pillar is upset. Egg. Egg. Chiron. Egg. There's not much else up and active right now. Intriguing. Let me open this box. Alright, it seems like this place was pretty lightly guarded. So we'll just be dealing with the reinforcements as they flow in now. There's another siren. Frenzy has hit the board. And I am losing most of a turn to panic again. Half of my assets panicked.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Several soldiers did not panic. They are in the goop, though. Well warranted. Be alarmed by goop. Hey, health bar for the gun. Yeah, hiding here behind the bit cup. Nice. That equipment damage.
Right there.
So I'm thinking at this point that if anything were in a position to try and stop me from rushing the end zone, I would have heard noise from it. We also have that second evac zone on the opposite side of the map. Yes, I'm going to counteract the risk of getting gunked down over here by just kind of packing my bags and taking to the skies. Eventually this goop will break down. If mind-controlled units can move immediately,
Here.
a big pile of overwatches when there are wizards about can easily betray me. Fortunately, you can't see us without getting around the corner first. Yeah, no one is leaving the pile. I don't have the willpower left for a blast. I am almost in sword range, though.
On the move.
do have the will to make human sounds. Exercise the human right to scream.
Preparing to fire.
Surprising I didn't shred any armor off the shell. The moment you're out of the gunk, you are going to move so fast. Privacy concerns does have speed concerns.
Advancing.
Fresh fish. Fresh crab. Okay, that's a problem. We're flanked now. Situations are evolving. I just tased the entire hatchery.
I'll try and get them.
Who knows?
4 of them. Not sure about this.
What's important here is I've made contact. 360 strength. It is unlikely that I will paralyze the hatchery. What if, though? Okay, you have escaped goo. The opposition up here are all still bottled down pretty firmly. Barriers?
What's our move? Moving.
Don't have any sense of where that siren is.
What's our move?
She's not making any noise. In case she's going the long way around, just have the cannon ready.
Overwatching.
There's always time for R&R.
Strong words in trying times. Take care, Incrasive Crab. Not shield, but... Or no, you don't have enough AP to fire. So, yes, shield. Now you.
Moving to coordinates.
Do a little scouting.
Hostile spotted.
There it is. Still hanging out around the corner.
Holding position.
How much will do you have left? 20. Most of it. You have the capacity to take some mines. Good. Good. Acceptable. Perilous. You might be dead. Blood concerns may be on the table. Sirens out. Privacy lives. Right, you have the regen torso. You can tank exactly one bleeding. And you've been disarmed, so that was a waste of a medkit. You're running away regardless. You did good. Oh, and this is an ideal weapon for the situation, because I'm going to stack up a bunch of bleed. And that will accelerate the whole procedure. Good. Good. It's leaving the riddle of how I keep everyone safe back here. This crab is mostly dealt with. But I want more than mostly. You have will to spend again. So yeah, let's snap. Snap your arm off and you will be dead by bleeding next turn. So another snapshot into the Triton. Get you under control. What are you wielding? Pistol. Jericho pistol. Yeah, just break an arm of your choice. You back up. You think about what you did. You've escaped the goo. And you have full willpower. And let's see. So assets I have. Gracian. Hot shot.
I'm ready.
Sleeves. Does this all add up? Can I take out this siren?
I'm here.
Okay, opening move. We'll see if this destroys the coral. Because if so, that opens up the rest of the possibilities. And even if not, that's damage and armor shaved off. So that I can have you. Sprint out to here. Sprint to there, walk to like here. And then probably destroy the skull. But if I can account for enough damage otherwise, I could just go for the raw health kill. So let's see what other tools I have. Pop your shield back. Yeah, you can sprint up into the same firing arc and contribute. I think I just have enough raw damage here to go for the kill. And thinnest armor left is the tail. There we go. Panic, but you were free. Then I can keep watch for the other Triton
Overwatching.
when they want to sneak around and cause me a hassle. Wherever they are. Now, this whole crew should start trying to move forward. You lived. Remarkable. Rude. Rude. Yeah, that whole team should try to pull out of there and swoop up to converge on the nest, since the nest seems to be the most open part of the map right now. No one is threatening the nest.
I'm here.
You are out of will, which is unfortunate,
Trying to aim.
but
Hostile down.
just found you some will. Just a little. Just enough to not panic. It's fine. Everything's fine here. Get out of the stank. Two fish.
5x5.
What's our move? Ready to engage.
I could have done that with the pistol shot. That was excessive. But satisfying. Rude.
Here.
You got some void space on that fish.
Preparing to fire.
You have a pistol and a melee weapon. You are an assault. You are going to try to close in. I will dare you to close in. You have to cross paths with this egg. For those unable to jump. Not really a problem, though. I go with that fish. These two fish. This one remaining fish.
Enemy contact. On the move.
Yeah, just start moving forward. You two will move forward, and Shieldmen will stay back with the crew.
Moving to position.
Killing the egg would destroy the occupant.
I got this covered.
The occupant is only released if the egg does a hatching action.
Holding position.
I just need to be sure to defeat the egg in a single turn. It's wounding the egg provokes the egg into activating. Same fish. Alright, we got Stank on the field. Carry on. Pressing my victory timer. Now we're talking. Alright.
Together, operative.
Indeed. Is
What's that
anyone else? You have medkit ready. So let's try to meet halfway here. Or I could have you bug out. You've done plenty for the mission. Yeah, actually. Someone else can spot where in the mist our fish friend is.
Moving. Ready to engage.
Was last seen like there? If I aim for that spire, it's probably inside this cone. Did that make anything bleed? We might never know for sure. Not without going in. Alright, now if it were trying to hide, though... Maybe behind this rock? Yeah, so like... There? Alright, we may never know for sure, but... We might now know for sure. That sounded like a squelch, like a crunch. There was meat sound in that shot.
All set.
Yeah, so they both have to cross this bridge to reach the nest. Which means getting close enough to provoke this egg, so we kill the egg this turn.
Identifying the
Let's pile on doing anything we can to accelerate the timer. Cool move.
I'm ready.
Next level pathfinding. Extremely smart. I might want you to escape as well. Escape deeper into the map. Yeah. Escape towards the other exit. We've demonstrated how this is not a great position to be in, so let's cross through the coral egg.
Running. Holding position.
Still alive in there. Shooting from that direction, completely unmoving. You spent all your movement to do that. Each turn I lay in another 300 damage and 20 bleed.
Pushing on.
And now it's time to accelerate that. Yeah, a lot of blood falls out of the pods.
Five by five.
By past precedent with hive raids, yeah, if I break the hatchery, that's it.
Never give up.
We immediately win. They will rout
Trying to aim.
if the hatchery is destroyed. I doubt that would change. It seems like the kind of thing that is already working as designed and you'd leave it as is. I have upset the tree. I'm okay with this. I'm just going to get very far away from where all these nerds are.
On the double.
Yeah, looks like they just gave the hatchery a lot more base HP, which weakens this as a tactic, but doesn't remove it, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think this is now under control, especially with the assaults having arrived. We have the blood flowing. And we have that second exit to use. Okay, dudes are panicking a little bit into the path of enemy bullets. How much hatchery we got left to destroy? 900. Which, that's before the bleeding applies. So I have 157 hatchery left to destroy, which is 1 egg pod. It will now bleed to death on its turn. Mission accomplished. So I could further seal the deal by just putting more bullets. It is a fine-looking piece of biomachinery, this egg mass.
Reloading.
Okay. Added objective, evacuate after destroying. Also fair. That makes a lot of sense. Just got this problem. And no, you have jumping, Will. You're just not exactly in jump position, which is terrible because that's how, well, no, you are in range to just run up and smack. That will work. 1, 2. You just need to survive a pistol shot or 2. Goop launcher is still there. Goodbye. Taking out the hatchery might still make them panicked. No one attacked me during that turn.
Prioritizing speed.
Yeah, there is a layer below that. That crab jumped into the basement. Alright, touchdown for you. You can go wide here. Or go narrow. Concerning. You're just not as fast as everyone else. Wait, yeah, there we go. Yeah, go up here, hide by the ladder, and then with the ladder I can kind of zoop out over this archway. That probably gets him off the map next turn. Yeah, everything's under control.
Dashing ahead.
Three units left to evacuate. Yeah, Crab just needed a second to think. We all have those days. Humans just get into your house and mess with all your eggs.
I'm ready.
You hate to see it. One more turn of running.
On the double. I see them. Moving fast.
Okay, so you have this far that you can move.
What's our move? Here. What's our move?
You are already spent.
Right there.
Yeah, this is fine. I should go read the notes for this patch and find out what all else they've done. It seems like a lot. Yeah, and depending on the order of operations, it might be a drawback of the stealth module on the fish, the Pain Chameleon. That on getting injured, they have to stealth and run away. It did still get a shot off. So that might not be the case. No one is dead today. Much is learned. Privacy concerns learned a lot about Crab. Now, don't worry about linking the patch notes. I'll go and find them on my own time.
Hi. We've been working together so well, I thought I'd send over a little gift. Just some new tech we've been working on here in the lab. New multimode fibers, quantum capacitors, self-sealing stem bolts, that sort of thing. Does that sound good? Excellent! Honestly, I'm just excited to share this stuff. I spent so much time in the lab, it all
You never
becomes
turn
very
down stem
abstract,
bolts.
you know? Just incrementing numbers. Forgetting that there are real people out there whose lives are affected by the technologies we develop. Even the simple ones. Anyway, I'll let you get back to saving the world.
Spent a lot of ammo doing that. Good work, though. There is another nest. Well, that's what's next on the agenda, then. And I did finish my next aircraft. Yeah, send that to Charlie, I guess. Arbitrarily. For now, this is a utility aircraft. I'm going to use this for commerce, recruitment, scanning. Capture something with goo. To gain further knowledge of goo. Yes. This changes everything. Wizards. And yeah, you have to get yourself a new virus gun. You are the only person who uses these, so carry all the ammo you need. Benefits of having more strength have been well proven at this point. Getting more raw health into the troops is keeping them around.
Beep.
Most hits are not things you're going to evade. Most shots are not things you're going to evade. You can make them things that you survive. Nice. 36 hours of recovery for those most injured. And even those who weren't wounded are still low on stamina from this extensive outing. Stealth Berserker. Imagine. Also, hold on, out of your equipment here, so... Hammer, obviously. Gun, I guess. We have the nerve pistols now. Mounts? Oh, right, like mounted gear for these slots. Yeah. Should have a spider launcher? Yeah. Let's give you some drones. If only we could give Berserker a horse. The world we would live in, if that were possible. Alright, so crew on Manticore 2, though. A couple of you are perfectly well rested and ready to go.
Haven destroyed.
Oh, there was more than one attack notification. Unfortunate. I do still need to catch a siren. Yeah, that's part of the progress. Right, we gained these. Now there's an investment. Base 1. Yeah, PHP 1. Also, go for a mist repeller. We need a lot more hexagons. You only need 14 hours of downtime. There are more wizards for sale.
The disciples of Andal Haven is under attack.
Yeah, that's entirely within our reach. I guess we're actually taking the rest time then. Although the locals seem to have the bandits under control. The artillery is not very conversational. Surprising. Alright, yeah, let's actually get you going out and making the rounds here. Sell me your hexagons. Yeah, and then I want, like, more labs is the other thing I'm looking to invest in right this minute. For 300 and 250. I could start to swap out my assault rifles for more shotguns. Since I do have Anu shotguns just laying around. The perfect test environment for Stealth Berserker. Alright, we're protecting a structure against an unknown number of cyborg brigands. Of which we have one visible. And yeah, both of our snipers are
What's
in the
that move?
hospital.
What's our plan?
How close can I get Stealth Berserker? No one else out in the street is a good sign.
I'm ready. Here.
No rest for the wicked.
All right, we've seen one strength point of hostiles mean multiple units before. All right, what have we got on the other side here? A technician with a taser. Right, yeah, that is the cyborg technician layout. The recruiter.
Pushing on.
The harvester. Which, until we see another unit with a gun, that means cover isn't important. Take a look around. Nobody out here.
On the double. Pushing on.
And the continuous reaffirmation that even after the nerf dash is extremely powerful. And the longer fights have shown the limitations of the dash. If you're in a situation where you can solve the fight in 2 rounds, dash will get you there. If you have, in fact, not solved the fight in those 2 rounds, you're in a real bad state, being out of will. Right, that was number 3. Number 3. Number 3 is still going shopping. Our high-performance, cutting-edge super aircraft that we're using to deliver apples. And launch scanning pulses. I do want to fill out more map. Like, okay, so is there anywhere in the map that I can't get to yet? Reach Australia. I have no known route to Antarctica. That might be the adventure that I send third plane out on. Reach Mexico, but cannot reach South America at all. So, yeah, actually, let's fly this thing to Mexico and scan and start building our route. We might also find the, whatever crab hive is in the Gulf here. Either in the Gulf of Mexico or in the Mississippi Bay up here. So we can start planning an attack on it later. So minor injuries onto Blorius. But bunch of folks are back ready for action. Results indecisive on Stealth Berserker. It did get out there quietly. I think Stealth is viable as one of our options for getting Berserker into crushing range. Yeah, this loadout of, if you can't close to melee, just drop a spider drone to harass things and scout. And when you can get into range, drop the hammer. This works on paper. System. It's there. Let's get Crumb back on the... No, Crumb still needs... Still needs those 10 hours. We have 10 hours. And off we go. We're at 15% delirium.
The Disciples of Anu Haven is under attack.
Get right to it then. Now, after our mapping expedition with Manticore 3, I could bring it home, stock it up with our reserve soldiers, and may end up in a position to create, third team that will do exploratory things around the world. Three small buildings, mostly open space. Blitz Crawdad is on the scene. One fish found. And where's my evac point? Back here. Seven people on site to recover. Well, you got 20. Okay, Berserker. Public relations. Go reassure the people that everything is fine. You keep them safe. The locals will know to trust Berserker. One big. Pistol and Dracula arm. Acid launcher. Though, hey, how much willpower does a Chiron have? A lot. Most of the locals are in this one building. Somebody were to just sprint in there, scoop them up. Get everyone involved very safe. Wrong unit. Alright. It's fine. Yeah, they can almost escape in this single round. You didn't get grabbed. Weird. I should probably disentangle myself from this building. Because I think my approach here is to come over here. This building will shelter me from the launcher. And close in, crunch it, and deal with whatever else may happen.
Here.
Here? And if I just give myself a minute, I can finish sweeping all the people out of this building. Okay, that had potential to be very bad. This has potential to be very bad. Does this squad have stun weapons? I don't think B Team is carrying any stun weapons. There is a second launcher. 6 acid worms are on the field. The artillery's range is all of the map, really. It becomes increasingly inaccurate the farther it reaches, though. Hi, 2 sirens? Hey, 2 sirens. Why do you get to be 2 sirens? I can evacuate all of these people. That still leaves the problem of actually resecuring the city. These are not great times for this town. One could even say bad times. The fish are lightly armed. The fish are not the big threat here. Siren and to a lesser extent crab. The many acid worms don't help. How fast are these? 6. They can't get very far. So beyond about here, I am safe from the worms. Depending on how large their blast radius is. I could just as well not take any chances with that. Be all the way over here. Viral gun is reassuring. These guys aren't nearly as deadly as just regular machine gun crab. They synergize very dangerously with the sirens. Only 10 will on privacy concerns. They're not great at mind taking yet. Hand cannon can actually do its job? Maybe? Maybe. Maybe. There are not words for how bad the hand cannon is. All of your armor is thick enough to resist virus bullets. Or... it has 10 piercing. So your arms and torso are thin enough to suffer from virus bullets. So you should panic immediately and remain useless for the rest of the fight. You are neutralized. Probably. Do your best, Spider Drone.
Ready to fire.
This corner of the map is relatively secure. There's the one fish there, there's the ongoing threat of the launchers. I've put enough bleeding into you that you will succumb eventually. Breaking half your arms and both your legs. Spider drones are real good for that. Yes, you run. You don't want to be here anymore. Good work, Spider Drone. I need to deal with these worms eventually. Like, my sniper's turn can negate the work of one worm launcher. Supposing the front does not fall off. It's fine. Yes, of course. As I said, I need deals on these worms. Where can I get bulk worms now? Spider drone endures. Fighting the good fight. Okay, so you have panicked yourself into a corner. Always good to see.
That was a kill. Probably. That's it. I'm dead out here.
They give really good deals on worms. There's just no stopping those worms.
Target missed. Target down.
What's our plan?
Can just barely get up here and attack. Which, if I can then follow up with, you aren't visible. The fish up there. You have a soft underbelly that I can hit with the virus rounds, though. Oddly enough, not actually your gut, but again, legs, face. So something like that. Just start to bleed your brain a bit. Hmm. 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 Berserker problems. Yeah, the main issue here is how dead that infiltrator is. Just gonna pop in frustration. This siren remains a threat. Okay, Infiltrator lives. They won't attack the Infiltrator while they have him in custody. worms cannot comprehend stairs. This is their great weakness. That's right, you get out here. Okay, first of all, so this is handled. Now, about the worms. Which are present and abundant in all directions. Vast, squirming multitudes of worms. Can't really get at the siren. She's dug in there pretty good.
Missed. Right there.
Yeah, this fish is nearly bled out. This is his last turn of life. That one's untouched, though. So, fish, siren, 2 chirons. 500 worms.
One less to worry about.
That's right, I'm watching you. Oh, the wounded and poisoned siren. Alright. Yeah, I can't do anything with that one. The virus is going to keep it suppressed for now. Stay safe over there. You are just inside that window. Yeah, that wall is protecting you. Keep working on the worms. The worms don't have much willpower. They could panic. What happens when worms lose the will to fight? Alright, yeah, that one also popped in confusion. This was the concerning one. This one will get to go off properly. Yeah. The nanotech helps. Okay, out into the open where you belong. Now I can deal with you? Maybe. We'll see. Coward. Yeah, acid is damage over time that eats through armor and then flesh. And cybernetics are especially vulnerable to it, since armor is flesh. Let's see what has happened to Berserker. Berserker is now almost completely nude, but mostly uninjured.
Moving to position.
Fresh worms. Worms in all directions. Worms for every season. Worms every hour of the day. Although, does killing even these tiny baby worms cost the enemy will?
Target down.
Seems like no. And reasonably so. They are ammunition. It's their job. So the fact that you're maintaining 2 mind controls means you're spending 4 will per turn. I can put even a little bit of virus into you. Or what if I just counter punch with the old mind control? Which only costs 1 AP. There's a friend. So many acid worms. Take over every aspect of the situation. That one will probably detonate on the civilian. There's only 3 real targets left.
Moving out.
And none of them have a gun. It's just the worm launchers.
Target
And the
missed.
mind control. The only guns they have are my guns.
I'll keep my eyes open.
The worm situation continues to escalate.
Channel open.
Continues to evolve. Continues to squirm.
Ready to fire.
You're still holding out, despite much of your blood leaving your body. You are a trooper. Very annoying that this is decided to hunker down in the corner and made no attempt to, like, flee the field. Just choosing to remain in play. Holding the door open. You can catch worm. You can paralyze worm and take it home and put it in the fridge. No one is stopping you from doing this. Seven will, though. What happens if I control the controller? What happens if you're exactly 1 square too far away for me to take control of the controller? I'll steal you. Alright, Siren, new friend. What can I do with you? You have a full supply of movement to work with, You have your acid spray. And your injector arms. Yeah, this is just a little cone attack. Can't get you close enough to the other siren. Can at least leave you out in the open. This is very inconvenient to aim. I've never had them use the acid spray against me. Not very clear on what that would have done. Can't afford to quick draw. Can get a firing angle here. Pistol is empty. Cannot overwatch. Everyone gets an acid bath. One civilian does. At least the nanotech is helping to mitigate this. And there is friendly fire on the acid. Neat. All of my units are still alive. This siren has panicked and is no longer useful. Or... yes, the siren is panicked and is no longer useful. Panicked while under mind control. Adventurous of her. Alright, you have managed to tank the acid. Where did both Chirons run away immediately after running out of worms? That would make sense. Are you carrying medicine? No. Are you? No. Someone must have medkit, right? Time spent on the understanding of Crab. What even is it? How can we know? The sea is filled with mysteries.
Ready.
I am not carrying an extra pistol clip.
Let's just get this over with. Enemy down.
These things happen.
Heading out. Acquiring top. One less to worry about.
Fortunately, beam rifle is extremely the right tool for cleaning up these worms. Crossbow, also pretty good worm disposal. Just have a bit of a time limit. Can I capture by having someone under mind control at end of mission? You cost 5 will to upkeep your control, though. I don't get to keep you. That is going to keep a bunch of worms distracted. Okay, so there is 2 worms on the bottom floor of this building. And that might be all that's left? So I mentioned cyborgs being weak to acid. Completely annihilated. To atoms.
Heading out.
You are entirely out of willpower, privacy concerns. Although this is also entirely out of willpower. So I can do a 1-turn mind control. I guess. Just a stun worth of mind control. You start running for the exit in case we can't sort this out. I need more viral bullets. And if something had a lot of regen, I think that would be the soft counter to acid. And other dots in general, but especially acid. Or, yeah, if a unit didn't rely terribly on armor in the first place.
Moving now. Ready to fire.
You go home. Hand cannon, everybody. Something is still alive on this map.
What are we doing?
Berserker, figure this out. Most of my team has had their skulls dented.
Hope I'm not leaving myself exposed. Hostile!
A single worm remains, hiding in the corner. Get over here. Fulfill your purpose.
I got this covered.
Ready. Have to focus. That was a kill. Probably.
Only one death. And while Hotshot was certainly a novelty, I feel like as a unit, they were underperforming overall. They're not a big loss. We have more. A small price to pay. If I invest in the lab, I can build my own cyborgs. And their builds will probably make more sense. Yeah, so, hey, sleeves, carry more bullets. One of these. And good work. You're holding up out there. You did not die. Very impressive. I could set you up with a virus rifle and just be the brain destroyer. Down the line. That could be quite capable. Also, instead of that poison grenade, keep that in your pocket, but what if you can just shock somebody? You get the drop on them, and like in 3 turns, you could stun most units in 3 actions. Shelf the poison grenade and take a nerve pistol? I guess it is technically sniper gear. And have a medkit ready. Good work on your initial shakedown, Blitz. Right though, you are football. No brain pistol. Yes, grenades. Grenades of every known flavor. Cautious definitely fits with the virus rifle. You don't need to hit hard, you just need to hit at all. Team 1 was on the way to this hive. They might be able to do it on their own. All right, yeah, that's fine. We now have a heavy on both Team 1 and Team 2. That's maybe a better spread of resources. 4 more days till we have the Mist Repeller up. We got a lot of resources out of that. With a bit more blue. And there's blue for sale here at the Baja Rebellion. And this is only a light nest. Okay. 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 This will be the last map of the night. Yeah, back to Egg Pit, and one of the spawners is just right in front of us, right out of the gates. Okay. Okay, let's. Just real open and shut kind of day. First action of the match. Defeat half of the objectives. I'll take that.
I'm ready. Right there.
Standing here didn't wake the egg. That egg is inert. Nice.
Here.
No sooner does one egg fall, the next egg is detected. Wave after wave. Let's go long way around here. Like, that's enough to say. This tunnel probably connects to this one around here. This tunnel will snake off further into the map. And none of these immediate spaces are the cavern with the other spawner.
What's our move? Let's go. Aiming.
No, Egg, you are not alerted. Hush.
Holding position.
Yeah, both of my Bizarro snipers will be rear guard.
Holding position.
Shotguns are incredibly effective, especially since that's the heavy shotgun that the disciples use. It's quite capable. Crab noises.
Here. Pushing on. I see him. Right there. Enemy spotted.
Okay. The exactly one notch too far to press my luck. Maybe. Dips and grenades. You have a pistol that I can negate pretty quickly. As long as one of my other assaults can sprint all the way out there, which, yeah, that'll do it. The assaults can all get back into this flanking position and do their jobs. And they'll be in position to just regular move up and attack the Hatcher next turn.
Hostile down.
Pushing on.
Oh, there's more of you in there.
Aiming.
Surgical. Alright, so that was 4 kills in one turn so far.
Let's roll.
Any other regular units on the map? Probably on the verge of panic. Probably. And regardless, the objective is right there. It's right there.
On the double. Here. I see him. Target hit.
That was a kill.
Perfect. Very slight impact to the madness. This is some manner of function of the current amount of enemy assets on the board. Hey, there's another one. A layer here in Iran. Iran-ish. It's right on my doorstep, though. So after a quick recovery period, I can have a full team slam into that. No shortage of things to do in our immediate vicinity. So let's just get that trade out of the way. Got him. Fuck him up.
It would appear that we have a problem, and one of our own making at that. Synedrian has always had something of a big tent approach to ecological issues. Unfortunately,
these
sometimes
assholes.
that tent is a circus tent.
They have been
And
spoken
now
of.
the clowns are revolting. Apparently, they believe that humanity is the real virus, and that our techno-extractive rule must come to a violent end. Or some misanthropic nonsense to that effect. Unfortunately, they blame the
it's a
Phoenix
Nikolai.
Project for corrupting Synedrian, so
Nikolai,
they will
when-
target you as well.
When an organization
This is a crucial moment.
places in its mission statement and ideology that it is your enemy and seeks your absolute annihilation, this is the definitive point where it is acceptable to reciprocate with violence and remove them vigorously from society and the earth. Crab does return to the beaches. After all the patches, is this better than COM 2? I'm enjoying it more than COM 2. Even with its current level of jank. But that is greatly a function of I don't like a lot of what COM 2 does.
Thank you. It's
In a
good
way
to
that I
have you on our
acknowledge
side in the
puts me
struggle
in
against
disagreement
these
with a lot of people who
dangerous
appreciate
idiots.
what COM 2 does and
I'm
find enjoyment in
transmitting the
it.
coordinates of their base.
This is a distinct experience from the two Firax comms. It is beginning to do, well, out of the gate it did enough to distinguish itself. It's beginning to properly build on those distinguishing traits and kind of go somewhere with them. Got another plot mission. Well, that would probably be our faction mission to go even further beyond with friendship. Yeah, defeat the Malthusian Revolt. Buy these gears. I can pay for another laboratory. set this on a course to return home so we can stock it up and start pretending that we have a third squad. There's not much reason to not have soldiers able to move when needed. And then, yeah, got back into it. Things are moving along, and yeah, it seems that more quality of life stuff is continuing to trickle into the game. Next time, we'll break through it. We're kind of caught up to where we were asset-wise before the previous run kind of broke down. In a bunch of ways, we're caught up to where we were. In others, we're ahead of where we were because we do have some successful vivisections on the table. Because the fridge works. Got a lot of capturing to do, a lot of learning to do, and we can like start hitting up the plot missions and so forth. Probably, once we have a bit of space. I do want to try and put down nests whenever I see them. And of course defend havens. The 2 mist repellers might do enough to like reclaim India? Depending. The whole subcontinent has fallen under the stank. We'll do what we can. Whole million of human remain to be rescued. Next time.